The gold standard is a mechanism for trust. We were established by the international NGO community to come up with tools that enable governments that are funding climate activities and those receiving climate finance to demonstrate that the activities were delivering what they were supposed to in terms of mitigation of climate change and wider sustainable development outcomes.
And is the gold standard used for every project using climate funds?
We focus traditionally on energy projects, so we're looking at energy efficiency and renewable energy projects and certifying carbon market projects that undertake an additional layer of governance and reporting and verification of sustainable development outcomes. Now, however, after 10 years, we're expanding into the land use sector, recognising that there's a lot of trust that needs to be engendered in large-scale land use projects.
And how are you helping negotiations here, both developed and developing countries?
What we see is that on both sides, that confidence needs to be developed. Funding governments need to know that the large sums of money they're being asked to commit to climate funds are going to be used effectively, that the outcomes they're looking to see in terms of mitigating climate change and driving sustainable growth are going to be delivered. And conversely, the recipient countries need to know that that the funds are going to help them develop and grow sustainably, that the projects are going to be delivered with the communities on the ground in mind and to be as effective as possible for them.
Do you envisage the gold standard being on all projects in future?
I'd certainly like to see that. We've had a huge amount of success in the carbon markets where we've seen 1,000 projects now going through certification to gold standard. We'd like to see 10 times that amount, and we certainly like to see some of the principles that we've developed being applied to a wider range of climate finance tools.
And how do you see that helping the talks? Do you think that will help with things like a possible loss and damage mechanism?
Trust is what makes money flow. In any market, whether it's public, private, or philanthropic finance, trust is what makes people commit funding to things. So we feel that it's really important to create those tools that allow people to demonstrate the effectiveness of design, implementation of management of activities, and by doing so, that will create confidence that these investments can be sustainable over the long term.